Hi YouTube. So I'm back up here with another video. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long and I have reached 900 subscribers. Thank you to you guys, lovelies. So every time I want to upload a video, this one right here is my real phone. Okay? So it was like I would record a video and like storage in my phone, then I was paying for extra storage and it didn't work. So excuse that, okay guys? I'm gonna get back on track with recording videos. I just been not in the mood for recording lately, but recently I just got back into recording lately. So today I'm gonna do a story time about how I dated someone who was 30 years old. Okay, now I feel like this story time is meant to happen because I'm just tired of playing games with broke ass niggas, period. I don't even know if you're supposed to curse, so YouTube might strike me out for that. But anyways, I got some wine, so I might be sipping my little wine. I don't even know if YouTube allows that, but y'all gonna allow it today because I need a little wine. I need a sippy sip here and there while these people are watching this video and sipping there and there. Okay, so let me tell y'all. So number one, I met this guy. I'm not even gonna say his name up here. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip right now before I even get started. Okay, I need to sip. I'm not gonna say his name up here because I don't want, if this video goes viral or whatever, I don't want people to go getting at him. Okay, so I met this guy when I was working, and I'm not going I'm not even going to reveal the location where I was working. Okay, so when I was working, I started this new job, and this guy who was really really quiet. Okay, mind you, I didn't know him, but his friend was real cool and outspoken. He always used to talk. He used to be talking to me like all the time. Like every time I come to the job, like you want some to eat, you want this, you want that. So he would make like a meal because at the job you get like free meals or whatever. So boom. That's when one day he finally spoke to me. Like I was like out back and I was like chilling. I guess I was texting my friend. Well, I just got off the phone with my friend and then I was texting her. So he was just like, boom. Oh, will you just start talking to me like, like if you ever need anything, you could just hit me up, hit my line. I'm the dude to get you what you want. Da 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 da. If y'all know what I mean, you know what I mean. So I'm like, okay. So then he gave me his number. Boom, that's how it happened. So I wound up switching shifts. I wasn't on first shift anymore. I kind of got on second shift with somebody I did not like. I started to not like. So I had texted his phone one day because he had told me like he was working there for a long time. So I'm like, okay, since you was working here for a long time, maybe you could give me insight on his job and like insight on what to do. Cause I think some of the stuff that this person got me doing is like outrageous. That's what I was basically telling him. And he basically was like, oh, listen, this is what you're supposed to do. The cook is supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. So I was like, okay. So that's how we started texting because I texted him first and I kind of was like asking him questions about the job. So boom. That's when he had texted me one day and he was like, I was in the house, he texted me one day trying to link with me and I had curved it. I was like, no, because I was packing up at the time. I was getting ready to move into my first apartment and I didn't have time to be chilling with anybody at the time. I was just so busy trying to handle a lot of things in my life. So boom. Then one day he hit me up again and he was like, yo, can I swing? So I let him swing by. Like, come on, swing on by. So he swung by, he pulled up on me, like, pulled up on me. When he pulled up on me, we were just like chilling and then boom, he touched my leg. He tried to, like slide up in there. And I was like, no, I'm on my period. I hit him with that. So then he still was touching me and rubbing me. So I was trying to figure, I was just like, I was just like, this dude is crazy. So then I was like, how old are you? He was like 30. I was like, in my head, I was like what? Like, I'm only 20. Do you know that? Like, he was like, okay. And like, he really didn't care at the time. So I seen that he didn't care. And I was like, okay. So then he called, boom, his ride, and his ride came to get him, whatever, because what I said, I was on my period, you know what I mean? Yeah. And Boom. Then the third time we linked up, just things just happened the way they happened, and I let it happen naturally. I didn't, like try to curve anything this time. I was just like, okay, this could be something new. He's older, da da da, and boom, then he was pulling up on me every day. He was like spending the night. Now he started spending the night with me. And I'm just like, okay. So boom, this one night we was like laying next to each other. He was like, oh, he hit me with, you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, let me think about it. Cause like my mom don't know about you and I've been hiding you from her. You're 30 and I don't think my mom would approve of that because I'm 20 and you're 30. So you're 10 years older than me. Even though I'm about to be 21, which I'm 21 now, guys. Thank you for that. So boom, he was just like always trying to get me to let him be my mom. I'm like, no, because you just don't know my mom, and my mom is a straightforward person and she beats you now. Like before I get to know you, then she's gonna tell me like, no, this is not it. And I need to get to know you before I say it's not it. Because if she says it's not it, when she like beating you now, it's gonna be like it's not it. Okay, I'm gonna curve you for her because she's my mom. So boom, get back to it. So then, boom, I still was working or whatever, and he always was like flirting with me at the job, and I was just like trying to keep it like low key, whatever. This was at first. So then, boom, one day, his so-called friend, the friend that's supposed to be his friend, came and told me, like, oh, what do you want to know about him? And I'm just like, what is there to know about him? Like, And he was just like, boom, so listen, dude, he lived with his ex-girlfriend. He had just got out of jail a couple months ago. And I was like, ugh. So I didn't take to that like that, but I was in my head like, oh no. So boom, that's when he came over one day to my crib and I told him like, yo, dude told me about you. He was like, what did he tell you about me? I was like, well, I didn't ask about you. He just told me. And he was like, oh, well, what did he tell you? I was like, he told me that you just out of jail and you living with your girlfriend, like you living with an ex. Is this true? He was like, yeah, I told you this. I was like, maybe I wasn't listening. Da, da, da. So we got to a little scrambly little argument, but it ended real quick. So he was like, yeah, but you should have asked me. He was getting mad, real tight. Now let me tell y'all, ladies, if you like 20, never let a man flip a story and make it seem like it's on you when in reality it's on them. That's how that go. A lot of men do that. They tend to do that. They flip things and make it seem like it's on you. In reality, it should really be on them. But let's get back to the story. So he tried to flip it like, oh, I was in the wrong because he tried to make it seem like I asked about him and I didn't. It was just like me and a friend was just talking one day and he just brought it up. And I didn't even ask him anything about you, cuz. So, boom. That's when, make a long story short, we got over it, whatever. The guy, he always just be talking about him. So I always used to tell him, like, hey, this guy always talk about you. He called you grimy, blah, blah, blah. And then, boom, I wound up moving. I moved. He came up here. So, boom, when I moved, I started working at the job for about a month so I could get to know my apartment and get comfortable with it. Like, like, I wanted to be in my apartment. I wanted to sip tea, sip some wine, and be at peace. And then one day he hit me up like, oh, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm like, oh, I'm home. And basically, he pulled up. He pulled up. And where I live like an hour away. So it's like really far from where I came from. So he pulled up on me or whatever. When he pulled up on me, I was like, oh, okay. Pulled up, we was chilling, da da da. And he just basically came out. Now he asked me again. This is where these random questions be coming out. Like he asked me like, oh, can I move in with you? I'm like, huh? Let me think about it. And a week later, I was like, oh, he can move in, cause I don't care, but I do care because I like my space. I'm one of those girls who love their space, who love their time, and I don't want the thing moving in. That was a little fast, so I'm glad he did it. So boom, moving on to the story. Moving on to the story. Now I start working again come November because I had to come up there for the holidays to see my mom. So I had to start working at the job again. And he basically was pulling up on me at my mom's crib or whatever, the case may be, taking me with him and all this other stuff. And things happens. Things happens. Yeah, things happens. So boom, then I started seeing that we would get into more arguments in this relationship. Because then we would get into a lot of arguments, and usually sometimes I would say something to him even if it didn't make sense to me, and it was just like he tried to dumb me down, and I know I'm not dumb, so it was just like I wouldn't let go of arguments. So we would be arguing real hard because I was just like, you're not gonna dumb me down today. Either you or him. He get mad, and he would get mad, and he'd be like, we can break up, and I'd be like, okay. So then boom, that's when we broke up, and then like in December we got back together, and then we broke up again in December because I clunked him in the head with my phone because he was doing something dumb. He let his friend ruin a relationship that we had, and that was the friend that was telling me everything. And instead of him, talking to his friend like, hey, like a dude should, like, hey, why you keep going to my girl, telling my girl things about me, like, even though you see me and her together, like, like that's what dudes do. That's what I know dudes do. I don't know dudes to be all like, okay, we're gonna break up just cause your friend right here, you didn't even check your friend, but you gonna check me. Okay, so getting that right there just was like a little enough for me. So I was like, okay, clunk, and I clunked him with my phone because I just felt like he was trying to play me. You just keep trying to play me in front of people, and I don't like to be played. So then, boom. After that, we didn't speak. Christmas time came. I brought him a gift. He didn't buy me anything, but I brought him a gift because I already had the gift, and I didn't want the gift. I didn't need the gift. So he could have had it. So I went and took it to the job, and he gave me like free breakfast or whatever, and then that's when he texted me that day, asked me if I was good. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And then we talked it out, and then boom, we started talking again, and we started seeing each other again, and that's how that happened. And it was just like on and off consistency. So basically, it was just like me and him were like we're like really like one of those people like how people be in competition, and it's just like every time you break up with me I gotta make it right, and then if I break up with you gotta make it right. That's how I was going at first, like I swear it was. But anyways, that's when I wound up like just in general like stop doing that because I realized like it was wearing me out. And then on top of that, this nigga was homeless. He's staying at a hotel. I don't give a deal. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. He's homeless. He's homeless. And then it was like, now, then we get back together, and now you want me to go half with you on the hotel when you supposed to be living here, not me. I have my own crib. And I was telling him, like, yo, I have my own crib. Like, you could just easily come up to my crib or whatever. And he was not he was like, they cost too much money. They just cost the same as amount as me paying for a hotel a night. That's what he was saying. And I was just like, it's just all dumb to me. It just don't make sense. And at that point, it wasn't making sense. So recently, we got into it. Not gonna get into that, but we got into it recently, and now we're not together. And now I'm making a story time about how you shouldn't date bum ass niggas that's like 30 years old. Period. Because at the end of the day, if you're young, you got a life to live. You better live your life. Cause bum ass niggas like that could waste your time when you could be dealing with somebody in your age bracket that's still young and that's still ready to mingle just like you, ready to turn up. Because every time I would like turn up around, he was just like trying to ruin my turn up, and I was like, no, this is what makes me me. I don't know how to be. That's I don't know how to be. Like sometimes I don't have a filter. Okay, sometimes I want to be ratchet. I want to be ratchet. Sometimes I want to be nice. I'm gonna be nice. If I want to be mean today, maybe you got a chance with me that day. But if I'm in that mood, you might be in for it. Okay. So it's just kind of like, it was just like a on and off thing. And now I came to the realization that it is better off that we don't be together because at the end of the day, honey, I don't want to go half with no nigga on no hotels. I don't want to be going arguing with no nigga that's 30 years old that ain't trying to mingle and, who can't be flexible as me. I'm not trying to go, I'm not trying to be with no nigga that don't want to go out, have fun, and like it all. And even if you ask to go out, they want you to pay for it. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No, a relationship is 50-50. This ain't. Yeah. A relationship is 50-50. Not 80 and 10%. No, 20%. Not 80 and 20%. Yeah, 80, 20%. Yeah. That part. We ain't doing that. Nope. We ain't doing that. So at the end of the day, for everybody, any young girl that's like 20, that's going through things like this, who actually meet guys and the guy that they meet is like older and they try to manipulate their mind. Listen, sis, run, run, break up with the nigga and run. Just skip rocket. Don't come back. Skip rocket. Don't come back. Okay? But anyway, if you like this story, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video when I get my phone together. And look, I'm going to sip some wine on that because I haven't been sipping this whole video. It's 15 minutes without a sip. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video. And thank you guys for 900 subscribers. Peace.